questions all the time asking me how to work the market in NHL 23, and this year we're bringing back one of the most requested series, Becoming Hut Rich. This year we're gonna up the ante a little bit. Last year we turned 1,000 coins into 1 million coins, and this year we're turning 1,000 coins into 5 million coins. In the series, I'll be giving you all my auction house strategies, from finding your flips to understanding market fluctuation, as well as which items to consider throughout the year. You'll also be getting a look of the behind the scenes math of every single deal that we do so that you can follow along for the journey. Before we dive on into it, this series is a lot of work. It's one of my favorites, and I'd love to have you follow along here with me. Make sure you go ahead and click subscribe, and if you enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and click like. Let's get right on into it. Before we get into the video, we need to first understand the basics. The first is that there's EA tax. The EA tax is currently at 5%. EA takes 5% of the coins that you make off of any transaction in the auction house. For example, if we bought something for 500 coins and we sold it for 1,000, we would take home 950 coins, returning a 450 coin profit. Items that are desirable to you are also desirable to other players. Whether they're required for sets or top players to help fill your lineup, these are a good place to start for when you're looking for cards to flip. Examples of these would be icons for the Icon Choice Pack, or players like Crosby or McDavid. The 59-minute method gets talked about quite a bit, but it's important to understand the complexities of it. Players want to get rid of their items fast so they can turn their cards into coins. To take advantage of this, you could scope out the 59-minute mark for some quick deals. You also may be able to find deals at the 3, 6, 12-hour, or even the 1 or 3 day mark, but normally the best deals are at the 59-minute mark since players are trying to get rid of these items as quickly as possible. If you've been around long enough, this feature is fairly new, but it's important to use. When you're flipping cards, you want to focus on only the ones that you're trying to find, not all the others that are on the screen. Rather than scouring the market, you can narrow down and stock the card that you're specifically looking for. Simply click on Compare Price, and you'll only see the card that you want. When you begin to stockpile your coins, you can move up the food chain, from flipping 82 overall gold cards to flipping players like Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon, or Austin Matthews. Lastly, it's important to understand that the market fluctuates. The market is far from stagnant, and we're going to cover all the details throughout the year so you know the best times to buy, sell, and when you should be prepared to strike. So let's get started. We first only have about 1,000 coins to work with, so we're going to pick up this goalie mask for about 399 coins. But you know what? We got to start somewhere. So we're going to put it up for 695 coins, listed in an hour, and we sold it in just about a few minutes. So if we look at our total profit after EA tax, it's 261 coins. And if we break that down a bit further here, I want to show you guys the sheet that we're going to be running from. The mask is going to duck us about 400 coins. You can see we sold it for 695. After a 5% EA tax, it's 660 coins, resulting in 261 coins of profit and a balance of 1,261 coins to work with. So from here on out, I decided to go after the 82 overall gold players. There's a set that you could turn in to make 82 overall players into an 83. There's also the team builders, and then also early on in the game, a lot of players are targeting these guys for their team simply because everybody has a very low threshold starting out with. So the average that I spent on these was about 1,250 coins. I was waiting for them to sell. I did flip 128 of these players, resulting in 172,800 coins spent. I sat here for about an hour and a half and was able to pick off quite a few of these players. I was comfortable with putting all the coins back in to attain them. There's also a handful of players I was able to gather. For example, like Aaron Ekblad here. He was going for a little bit over 2,200 coins, but at the end of the day, I averaged right around 2,000 coins per selling each one of these players. So as you can see here, the proof is in the pudding. All of these players have been sold. We got about 243,200 coins after tax. If we do the math, we spent 160,000 coins, sold for 256. After EA took their share, it's 243,200 coins, walking away with a profit of 83,200 coins in just about an hour and a half by simply flipping 82 overall gold players. Now, as we go throughout this series, I'm going to continue to show you guys some of the things that we could do now that we have more coins. I'm going to show you all the flips that I've done. And again, this is where I started off early in the game, was able to profit quite a bit of coins
and able to snag some good players like McDavid, Matthews, McKinnon, etc. for my team. So we'll get into it a little bit more. Hope you enjoy the series.
That's it for me on this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. And if you love NHL 23 content and you want to see more Hut Rich series coming your way, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe. Again, I'm Man Advantage, and I will see you guys next time.